Hi everyone, let's talk about Vinco Ventures. It's a company that operates as a consumer product research and development, manufacturing, sales and fulfillment company in the North America, Asia Pacific and also Europe. The company is pretty fresh. It's founded 2017. Snowflake analysis shows only financial health 2 out of 6. There's a bunch of risks. Earnings have declined by over 100% per year over the past 5 years. Highly volatile share price, so we see once again the peak and the volumes are once again raising. So compare this one, August 27th, basically yesterday, and this peak that we saw in January 21st, highest point were 9.4, and then it dropped within week at the highest point 3.6. So there's the volatility that is going on in the market. This one is not exception, so I think there's a high possibilities that the stock could drop to this multiple double level. I think it's around 2. So there's a big support at $2 per share. So I guess from $2 to 2.50 there's a good buying opportunities. Also they're printing the shares out, that is diluting the shareholders, and also they have pretty serious situation, negative shareholder equity. Latest share price and events, there was earning updates, delayed SEC filings, spin-off and private placement. That is all together combining market performances leading to the 1-year return 137%. In bigger frames, since they had the IPO back in 2018, we see here the 3-year return only, so there's no 5 years. 3-year return minus 17%. Long-term price volatility lowest since they not having the 5-year volatility related to market is needed. By the way, the industry is at the highest point. Valuation side, unfortunately there's no simple Wall Street showing, no tip ranks, or Market Watch does not have any stock price targets. That is pretty sad, but future growth for the consumer durables industry that they're working is forecasted 24%. It's the annual earning growth. Also the past performance of the company decreased by 100% on the earnings side. So they managed somehow to be profitable company through the years, and it began actually in the pretty much June, actually March 2018, but this drop is significant. Currently it's minus 241 million. That is pretty huge considered as there's revenues decreasing as well, and of course with those numbers the company is unprofitable. Financial health side, also there's a decreased equity and how much debt, 5.6. So that's a lot. That's a lot for the one company. Balance sheet looks somehow green, but on the liability sides, if we take this one correctly, it should be red, but somehow it's not marked there. Dividends side, they are not paying dividends, and let's skip management on to the insiders. There was actually one insider brawl, 8th of September, $3,750, 2,000 shares. Ownership breakdown: general public holding 64%, hedge funds 15%, insiders 12, institutions 7.8. Top shareholders, we see Vanguard Group decreased by almost 30%, BlackRock not changed. But on the top side, we see Hudson Bay Capital Management increased 5,000%. That was reported in July 22nd. There's one individual, second, I think this one is third, fifth, sixth. So there's a lot of individuals here also that are increasing, but this one is decreasing. Director, member of the board of directors. And also Rovida Advisors decreased by 43%. Everybody else is increasing. But since there's a lot of volatility going on, if this price drops, and I'm pretty sure that there would be correction, the same as we saw in January, there's a high possibilities that stock could drop to this even $3 per share, maybe much more. But since the fundamentals are not showing good, there's a lot of shorted stocks. That is leading to the squeeze. The volumes are getting very high, 200 million in the volume yesterday, and back in January 240 million. Pretty much the same, almost the same. And let's have a look how much they printed shares out. Shares outstanding 20 million compared to last year where it was the 10 million. So this number is impressively increasing. Total sales decreased, for example, compared to last year. Somehow the sales growth is showing last 12 months 75%. But we see here that it decreased, so this is actually not sure where it's coming from. So last 12 months, sales growth increased by 75%. And if we take total sales, 13 million, almost 40 million, compared to last year's 15. In my view, this is decreasing. But anyway, the stock went in yesterday by 80%, so that's a huge upside there. If we take the 1 year frame, 137 in all time, this is showing -7%. Investing.com summarizing the stock for long-term investors as a strong, actually this one, strong buy, yeah, same as a Howley. And moving average buy and technical indicators strong buy. This is, by the way, after hours, still showing very impressive numbers here, plus 45%. Anyway, thanks for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and see you in the future one.